1 2 test.
Check.
Check.
Yo,
check.
are we in tune right now?
I guess we are.
You're locked into the podcast. Yo.
Let's go.
Yo, we're going out. We chilling, boy.
Check, mic check.
We skateboarding. About to do an interview.
Okay,
Hold up. You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
For the whole gear.
I have no choice to get this in one shot or I look like a fucking retarded guy. Whatever. Let's do this. Alright, we did it.
Hey, what are you doing, man? How you doing? Doing good?
Yes, it's a sunny day. We're here with Onetype and
The Stone Poet.
let's go. And we're gonna start this interview. So I'm gonna start with one question. My first question: why Onetype?
Okay, so the reason I chose Onetype, there's actually two main reasons. The first one is I'm a type 1 diabetic, so it's pretty obvious for me just to flip the 1 and the type, you know?
I actually didn't know.
Yeah, man, so that's...
Shit. That's kind of deep, man.
Yeah, man. And the other reason is because I'm one type of person like anybody else is, you know? Like I feel like in this world there's a lot of like hierarchy and shit, and like at the end of the day we're all human living a human experience.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. Okay.
Deep thoughts right there, you know?
Yeah, you got some substance. Yeah, like this. So, next question. What's your musical background?
When I was maybe 7, I actually much earlier than that, I learned to play drums. It was like something I was always in tune with, that just hitting on some stuff, and like I had a lot of trouble with like the rhythm, like keeping everything like on time, and but you know, you just develop it. It's a muscle. And then it went on from like rapping in like middle school. And then later on, after high school, I discovered dubstep and drum and bass and all that electronic music. And, you know, I just been rapping, been doing my thing since.
Yeah, sweet, awesome. And yeah, I wanted to ask you, like, you say you weren't in the rhythm, but now I feel like you kind of got it. Like, is it like repetition? What did you do to overcome that? Isn't really in the script, but I find this interesting, you know, to ask. Like how do you manage to like practice a lot? I guess
To practice like music, like
yeah,
or like dubstep, like what in particular? Anything, just music.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like all thanks to the computer.
Yeah.
Just making beats all day, you know, and you know, you gotta work, you gotta do your 9 to 5 stuff, but the second I get the chance to lock in, like my best instrument right now is my computer, and I use Ableton and make beats, and some friends send me beats, and we just work as much as possible on music.
All right. So next question: if you had one thing to do, what would you like to do now? You know, what would it be?
Like in the present moment?
Yeah, because you know, it tends to change. You know, sometimes there's some things that I want, and like 2 weeks later, it's like, but now, like.
Right now, I'd be down for an ice cream.
Ice cream? Should we go get an ice cream?
Get some good ass ice cream, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. For right now, but like, I mean, like for like the future to come, I would say make a show, man.
Make a show?
I'd be down to like, you know, have a performance. I have an album that's out, and like I feel like it brings you into this special world of mine. So I think I could make a huge storyline behind that on stage and
yeah, I
present
guess we can,
it to people.
Nice. I guess we can talk about that after.
Oh yeah.
All right. So,
Wink.
what kind of music you listen to? Like,
how many genres do you want?
oh my god.
Four?
Four?
Okay, 4. I gotta think. So main one would be hip hop.
Fuck. Okay. Good.
Any genre that like revolves with rap, you know, it's like trap is part of, like, I feel like, you know, hip hop, like trap can be part of it, like that, like old soul, like funky stuff. So hip hop is the first one for sure, and then I would say I would put, I know they're not the same genre, but like garage, like UK garage and drum and bass would be like, I would put them in one together. It's like more electronic music, and rock would be one. Listen to a lot like rock or some punk, grunge. I'm a big fan of Nirvana.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
And reggae. Fuck,
Reggae?
man, there's too many, like, yo, Bob Marley, man, all the way. I'm a big Bob Marley fan, and like all his family, and just, I keep watching that Damian Marley video. Tiny Desk,
Alright, so I guess we kinda answered a lot of questions. Should we move? Nice.
Yo, let's go buy somewhere, get some ice cream, go by the water.
Get some ice cream, alright. C'est bon?
Can I eat this?
Huh?
Can I eat this? You got high standards, man.
I'm a kid who got hella dope prescriptions. I'm just trying to make my moves. I'm a man on a mission. Got hella plenty visions. I just go where there's no limits. I am here for a visit. Won't stay long. Got shit to finish. Knives in my backpack. Anywhere I go, I survive. I'm the life hack. Mid-snack. Taking my time to get my life back. No slack, no trap till I get the stack. No sleep till I feed my pack. What is wrong with that? I keep wanting more. Get some custom bags you cop at the store. I don't wanna.
On est posé, man. On est là. Yo, what's good? Ça chill. On vient de manger notre crème glacée.
The ice cream was really good. I took a lemonade ice, and you took ice cream.
Yeah,
vanilla.
just like basic ice cream cone.
Yeah, we call this la molle.
La molle, la crème glacée molle.
Yeah. Alright.
Sir.
So we're actually gonna continue this interview. So I'm gonna look quickly for my questions here, right there. So, did I ask you who were your inspirations?
We talked a little bit about it earlier, like about like my music genres that I would listen to a lot.
Yeah.
And I find like my inspirations like mostly come from the music I listen to. And I would say like Nirvana, like I'm very inspired by them. Bob Marley, and hip hop, like I fuck a lot with J. Cole. Modus, man, he's like so flexible, can do any type of beats, you know, any rhythm song, drum and bass, some good hip hop.
Pure genius, yeah.
Yo, pure genius, man. So shout out to Modus, he's the GOAT.
Yeah. Alright, so now let's get a little bit more serious. So I heard that you dropped an album called Degenerates, and what it is about first, and did you want to share something in particular, like
about the album? I mean,
like how it happened, I guess, and you know, what's behind it, and afterthoughts, and
so like the beat maker that produced all the songs on the album is actually a good homie of mine, and like he's here chilling right now. He's somewhere, maybe he'll pass by in the camera, but so
here right now, so
he made some beats, and like over time I was just like, we kept talking about like making an album and everything, and I thought it was like a really good thing we could do. So I wrote a lot, I memorized all the tracks before ever like recording them, so I would know, like I knew every single track off by heart before I actually like went in the studio and like recorded it. And like it was like a makeshift studio. We did it like up north in this cottage, actually down south, but it was like in this cottage. And yeah, man, we recorded it in like 12 hours, just straight nonstop, 11 tracks, and mostly talks about my evolution, like through life. I mean, from the point where I was a kid to now, because I don't know, like, you know, what's gonna happen in the future and stuff. So it's mostly like just the path that I've taken, and like just talk a lot about how I'm a diabetic, and like I've gone through a lot of like mental struggles as well. Not just because I'm a diabetic, like that's I
guess
went
part
past
of
that.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's part of life, you know. Like you go through those anxieties, like depression, all that stuff, and it hit me pretty late as well. Like it was after high school. Like I was like dabbling through music and doing all these things, and after a certain point, I guess I got really tired, and it was just a little harder for me. Like all these insecurities started coming up in my head, and the best way I could just go about it is to write it down, you know. And from there it turned into songs, and now it's out on the platforms and
Yeah.
for everyone to listen to, you know, because I'm sure people can relate. And like, yo, we're living life. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna drop the links down there. So make sure you check it out. Great album. I've listened to it like a couple of times in my car. Great beats, great production. Definitely follow Onetype for sure.
Thank you, man.
So yeah, we're gonna hit the next question. So let me look it up. All right. So where you see yourself in 5 years? Like, do you have like the vision? You know,
The vision.
in 5 years or within 5 years.
I mean, right now the plan, I'm focusing mostly on developing my social skills, because I'm someone that's very, I'd say, like introverted when I'm with people I don't know. You know, I'm extroverted like when I'm with homies and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because like you're more comfortable. But that's what I'm trying to like work on a little more, and especially like for sure shows are gonna help out a lot. So I think that's the plan right now, is just to like go out there, go chill in parks, and like put my music out and like just vibe with people. And the next plan for sure within 5 years, if I had like a particular goal, would probably perform on the same stage as like a big artist. So like even if it's just an opening or, you know, whatever, just like for me, someone so special would be Suicide Boys, for example. You know, the classic.
I kind of
like,
see that.
I'm big time inspired by them as well. Like I'd put them in my inspirations. So yeah, that's the plan, man. Just shows. I got a lot to release. I got a lot more to come.
Yeah.
Get that public vision.
Yeah. I kind of see that. I like this. Yeah. Okay. This one, it's maybe general, I guess, but what's important for you? Like,
What would be important for me?
yeah.
Well, what is important for me?
Yeah, maybe in order, maybe not.
I won't put them in order, because I find like everyone like has their place at the top one.
Yeah.
So, or everything. I would like, you know, values. Just my values, man. In general, it's like I think it's a big thing. You put your values over your emotions, because a lot of people talk from their emotions than talking from their values, you know. And I think that's very important, and a lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
I would definitely put my family and friends up on top. You know, like they inspire me a lot as well. I find like I have a really good entourage, and everybody's very supportive, and I support them back, and it's all mostly love. So that's one thing. That's like two things actually that are very important for me. And music, man. Like just writing, creating, just being locked in and creating sounds and discovering new flows, and you know, it's like music is life, man.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's a passage. It's
it embeds a lot of concepts, I guess. Yeah.
exactly. So very like, I think being like artistic is something that I value a lot. There's a lot, like, you know, it's a way to be a little more free from the world that we live in.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
You can let yourself go and talk about whatever you want. You can draw whatever you want. You can create whatever you want, basically, you know?
Yeah. And even like it's something that we don't really talk about, but sometimes, you know, those creation, they influence science, and people, they tend to create, you know, things that someone could envision, and that is actually possible, you know, but weren't, you know. So, you know, even this cell phone, I don't want to go too far on that, but, you know, I saw this cell phone before in the movie before it came, so
that's the product placement right there for you, folks.
Okay. Alright, so
hey, yo, show your face, man.
show your face.
The producer behind the album, brother.
Alright.
This is the homie. Yo, show yourself. You're right there.
Any words?
Yes, this man rules, and he's the best human being I know out here.
Fucking love you, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Low Ends. Yo, go follow him as well.
Yeah, follow Low Ends.
LOW.ends, ENDS.
Yeah.
Low Ends.
Alright, so I guess that's gonna be the last question. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Yeah, look. Wow, this is the view we got.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible. So, the last question, if there's one thing that you could change, what would it be? I guess it's a deep question.
That's a really good question, and I actually, like, something popped up in my mind right away, and one thing I could change
Yeah.
would be myself.
Huh?
Yeah, change myself. Like, maybe change isn't the right word, but like I'd say like evolve. Because like there's things you can't control, man. Like I would like to say like I want to change the world, you know, but from like for me to change the world, like I gotta be at a level where I'm like in a higher state, you know, and like I feel like now I can inspire a lot. I can talk. We could have a lot of connections with different people, but like one thing that I'm like constantly thriving for is that personal evolution.
Yeah, I feel.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's really what it is. Like just send those messages out there and tell them that. I know it's a little corny saying it, but like we're all the same in a way, you know? Like there's no one like better than the other. We all learn different things. There's for sure you're gonna be like stronger in certain aspects, you know, and that's where you can help someone that's a little less good in that like spectrum, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah, that's it. It's just creating a balance, man.
Alright. So yeah. It was nice to have you for this interview.
Brother, it was nice. Thank you.
And looking forward to work with you again. I don't know if in 1 year maybe another interview or
don't we have something coming up?
Yeah, actually we may have a track.
There you go.
So yeah,
produced by the man himself.
Thank you.
Written and recorded by Onetype.
Yeah, the big voice is right there. Wise words, deep words, short and sweet. So yeah, make sure you check that out. And yeah, you know the drill. Subscribe and like. Alright, peace.
One love. Woo! Chicken chow mein.
Wanna keep the food on the plate. Don't stand and freeze. You gotta operate. Can't always be at ease.